Welcome everybody to Survive and Protect. And today I'm going to answer a question. One of these questions I had on my mind, or some variation of it, man. And let's tackle this question here. Hey, get out of there. All right, let me just go ahead and make sure I get the. You guys go to Survive and Protect on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. All right. The question we have here is, are women self-defense classes actually useful? Oh, hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this question on the road here. Let me just put my answer in real quick. Here we go. All right. One second, I'm probably going to sneeze here in a second. Oh, okay, it's gone. Anyway, all right, let's tackle this question. Are women's self-defense classes actually useful? All right. This was something, I'm not saying that it was something that bothers me, but it's something I've taken notice of when I would either watch videos, or I would go around and I would see flyers put up, and they would put and the flyers would say something, or the videos would say something in a sense or the form of women's self-defense, learn women's self-defense. Well, I don't know if I want to use the word misleading or uh, misguiding, but to use the word women's self-defense kind of, and if you know me, I kind of deal with words. I know the power of words, put it that way. And I know how you can take words and say certain things, and it can put somebody's mind or trick somebody's mind to visualize something in a certain way. And to say women's self-defense kind of makes it seem like women are just going to be dealing with women. And the reality is, when you look at crimes and stuff, if you want to even put it to the sense of everything is 50-50, then it's not going to always be women fighting other women. And then you look at attacks, men attack women a lot. And so we can't look at it by using the word women's self-defense as either learn personal protection or learn self-protection, or if you want to use self-defense, learn self-defense. Although self-defense kind of, again, we're dealing with words, so it always looks like you're having to be the one that waits on somebody to do something to you first, and then you defend. And that's not always the mindset, because even criminals will tell you in prison, stuff I read, stuff I've heard, when they look at certain videos or pictures, those hardened criminals don't see themselves as the person that's waiting for somebody to do something to them. They're the ones doing something to the other person first. That's how they see their mindset. So we got to get out this mindset with women and with men, with everybody, period, of being the ones that always have the mindset of, well, they do this, I do that. Sometimes you will be put in a position where you might get attacked first. It's not something that you waited on, and you just got to deal with that situation. But there are times when you could possibly be the one that needs to be doing something to the other person first to get out of a bad situation. So that's one thing when it comes to women's self-defense. Now, another thing that's been on my mind and that bothers me, I guess, in a way, bothers me, is that, or concern, is that when I watch some of these videos, a lot of videos where it's just women, whether it's women teaching women or as a man teaching women, it always seems like everybody's just having a good time. And when you're fighting somebody, you're not sitting there laughing and joking and hey, what do you think about this move? You're not doing that in a real situation. So you need to start making the environment in such a way where, for the purposes of being able to protect yourself out in the street, not to say it's got to be like that all the time. And of course, you might throw some jokes in between here and there, but for the most part, you need to make the training more serious, because that's what it is when you're in the street. When it's women, whether it's women fighting other women, you're not smiling and going, "Hey, look at this! You like this move? Hey, hey! Oh, wow! Look at it! I gave you an elbow! Ha ha!" Ha." They're not doing that. It doesn't happen like that in the street. So you got to be realistic and make your training realistic. So when you're practicing and you're training things, you got to either train by being quiet and just going and doing what you need to do. And then maybe in the midst of doing whatever you're doing, practicing a certain move or training, you might have a question that you can probably ask right as you're doing it. And then once you got your answer, then you go back to being serious and just performing the moves you need to perform. Or you wait till after you finish and then ask the question, but you need to be making the training more serious. Like I said, I've been seeing videos on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, to the point where these women who's practicing this stuff, and sometimes it's women teaching women, sometimes it's men teaching women certain moves, and it's always like in a fun kind of party manner. And if a woman was to get attacked in the store or on a parking lot or in their house, there's nobody laughing and having a party. So you need to practice with that mindset that, hey, this is a real serious thing. So if I were to show you how to do something and I were to go attack you and expect you to do whatever move I want you to do, I expect you to look at it and, yo, this is a serious thing. You as a woman is being attacked by a man, or have another woman attack somebody. You need to practice that and those moves or whatever you're taught with the mindset of, I'm doing this, I could be doing this for real. This is not a joke or a laughing matter, or we're not having a good party workout. That's the mindset to not have. All right. So I'm not really going to speak on whether or not the classes are useful or not. I haven't been in one where I just sat and watched, or somebody I or knew that was a woman and I just showed support by sitting there, coming with them and just watching them learn, or even being involved in the training where I could see if something was useful or not. But I would say that anybody that's going to teach women, if you're going to teach women exclusively, or if women want to learn from somebody, that you really learn. This is my personal thing. If I was to train you, I would teach you um, the most dirtiest things I could teach you, first of all. And I would teach you, again, like I've said in other videos, to learn to be aware of your surroundings when you're fighting, in the sense of knowing what's around you that's useful. There there is quite a bit of maybe special forces people. If you were to talk to them alone, they would tell you, if they don't teach you, they would tell you at least that especially when if they're going to get involved in something, they're looking around because they're always seeing what they have available that's useful to them. All right, if they got to fight somebody, got to fight multiple people. I have a cell phone that's useful to me. I'm gonna use that as a weapon. All right, I might have fell to the ground and here they come, and I might do something to cause them to fall. They might fall on top of me, but now I know I'm around dirt, and I'm gonna grab a handful of dirt, and at the same time I'm grabbing you, I'm gonna try to shove some dirt in your face and some eye in your eyes or something, or in your mouth, to distract you from what you're trying to do to me, and then I'll do something else dirty to you. So that's what I would teach women, really dirty outside of the box of what we're programmed to learn and programmed to think fighting is about. I would go outside of those parameters and show them how to do things, whether they have to deal with somebody with weapons on them or they're the ones using the weapons. I would show them all kind of dirtiest stuff that I know or that I can think of, and how to deal with larger opponents, whether it's larger women, larger men. That's the things I would teach them, and I would do it in a serious manner. And every now and then, you might joke with a person here and there, say something funny. That's cool to kind of lighten things up. But you got to keep the atmosphere as realistic as possible. And the real situations is that when you get into a fight, it's not a party atmosphere. All right, you're getting attacked. You're not getting attacked in a party type of manner, and that's something that I see a lot on these videos, like I said, across different social media platforms, and it's not benefiting the women who are sitting up there learning, and then everything is kind of jokey, because I'm telling you, those women who learning like that, and they're responding back to whatever partner they're working with, they're joking and telling stories. When those people, them same women, get attacked, they're going to be in such a shock, because then they're going to realize, or maybe sometimes too late, sometimes too late in the sense of maybe they didn't get killed, but they got seriously hurt and they up in the hospital. They're gonna have to think back, like, that wasn't fun, and there wasn't no party manner that I was attacked in. And unfortunately, sometimes that's the thing that switches them into another mode for the next time they out in the street. Then that's when what turns them to start thinking in that manner. And you want to do that beforehand. It's okay to train that way, and you can be some. And I say this: everybody's different. Some people are able to switch on the aggression mode and the destruction mode when it's time to, and then when they're done, they know how to take it back down, and they're back to being the most funniest person you know, and the coolest person, never causes you a problem. They know some people know how to go back into those different modes. All right, but like I said, when it comes to women's self defense, I wouldn't even call it women's self defense anymore. I wouldn't say it, but there ain't no such thing as men's self defense. I'll just say self defense, personal protection, self protection, learning how to fight, fighting dirty, dirty fighting. I wouldn't put women into anything, because it's not going to be just women fighting women. Sometimes they might get attacked by men. They might get attacked by groups of women. They might get attacked by groups of women, groups of men, a combination of the two. And so those are the things you need to learn and to take it seriously in your training. So when you get out in the street, your mind switches on to how serious it is, and not thinking I'm fighting in party mode, even though you're fighting seriously, but you're really not gaining anything or going anywhere. You're getting your head bashed in because you were programming yourself from the jump, from training, that it was a party thing. And through, like I said, what the videos I've been seeing, people would do moves, women would do moves, and then it's like kind of a conversation, and hey, such and such, but you're not having a conversation when somebody attacks you. They going in on you, and they try to do what they need to do to either hurt you or steal something from you and get out of there. They're not sitting down there and, hey, what you think about this move? Oh, that was a cool movie done on me. Show me how to do that. You need to get your mindset prepared through your training. Because like they say, the way you train is the way you fight, or what you do in training is what you're going to do when it comes to stressful situations. You're going to go right back to how you were doing in that training. You will go in a stressful situation, you will go right there. So you think you party mode in your training, you're going to be in party mode in your mind. And even when you see it serious, you're just going to be in such shock, because you're thinking, back when I was training, and we was kind of having fun, and it's not fun. I'm keep getting bashed, but I'm waiting for the fun to come in. It's not gonna work. So y'all need to stop using that women's self defense to say self defense training. Women are invited or whatever, but don't try to grab women's attention just from that. All right. Like I said, if I were to teach, it'll be some serious stuff. It might make the women feel uncomfortable, but that's what you're gonna feel if you really get attacked. So you got to learn how to deal with that. All right. And it's not to say that I'm trying to, if it was me training, that's how I want to be. I'm just tough on women. Far from that. But that's the mindset you got to be in. It's not party mode and conversation mode when you're being attacked. All right. So that's my response to that question. And I appreciate you guys, as always, checking out Survive and Protect. Be sure to go to bit.ly/survive and protect. Check out the courses. There are going to be new courses coming soon. You have an opportunity to also have all access to all courses. And for as long as you have a subscription, you can check out all the courses, learn. Some courses are step by steps, and some are just the full video, depending, because they're 30 minutes long, or at the least an hour, at the least 30, at the most an hour, and then anything that's more than that or might be more than that might be broken down in steps. So, and like I said, there's new courses coming soon, and there's also courses that are available now. And if you just want to take the individual courses, you can also pay for the individual course. But if you just want to have access to the whole library of courses that are currently on available and those that are coming down in the future, get you a subscription. A monthly subscription is only $12.99 a month. All right. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys again for watching Survive and Protect. And I'm out. Peace.